They're looking at us. Okay.
Manual focus?
We're all good.
We sure?
We're good.
Okay.
And if it doesn't work, then you know what? Make it till I make it.
Well, I started teaching. I was going to school at San Antonio College in San Antonio, and was looking at animal science somewhere on that line. And one of the professors, Dr. Knotts from what was Southwest Texas State at the time, came down, made a presentation to us about going into agriculture education. And it was at that point in time I decided to attend Southwest Texas State and become a teacher. So here I am, many years later. The kids now, that's, you know, the biggest problem is just they want to sit there and do this all day long. And they don't want to get up and work. They don't want to think for themselves. They can't see, you know, they have to be told exactly what to do. And then once they get done with that step, then they have to be told what the next step is. They can't think on their own out ahead to get stuff done. My cell phone policy, other than the fact that I hate them, I would, if I could destroy every cell phone on the face of the earth, I would. I would beat them to a pulp. If I could put a cell phone jammer in my room and prevent them from being used, I would do that. If you would just bring me a whole bunch of cell phones, we'll break out the safety glasses for everybody, and there'll be a heck of a mess to clean up. Put the phone away. My first teaching job was in 1982. Believe it or not, it was in the old ag building right here in Seguin. I started teaching in Seguin in 1982, taught for several years, left teaching for a while, but I started here in Seguin and I'll end here in Seguin. I will never miss the paperwork involved in everything that has to be done. All the lesson plans, the paperwork for travel and getting to and from places. It's just the paperwork is what would drive me nuts in this job. So that's what I'll miss the least. My favorite time of the year actually is the springtime of the year when we do all the judging shows and the contests, but it's also the busiest and the hardest and the most time consuming. So I guess that would sound a little weird leaving in the beginning of the spring when the funnest time starts, but it's just the time and energy involved in doing that. While it's a great deal of fun, is also really tough. Like I said this in the past, a lot of these kids that I've worked with and dealt with over the years, I consider them family, and I'm going to miss them. And like I said, there are students in class right now. I taught their parents. You know, and I know their grandparents, and I've been around them their whole life. Some of them, while I may have not seen them grow up, I've known them their whole life. I'm gonna miss the kids. I think, and a lot of the kids I think are gonna miss me also. I think I'm an acquired taste. I know that when you first meet me and you first go, I've seen the heads turn and I've seen the eyes roll and I've seen all that, but once you get to know me, you know that I'm a pretty decent person. One of the things that I think is the greatest honor as a teacher that I've gotten is here at Seguin. They have the tradition of what they call the Heroes Banquet. They come in and they pick their favorite teacher they've had while they were in the Seguin ISD system, and having several kids picked me over the years for that. It's a tremendous honor to know that you've made a difference. Like I said, I don't know that there's a couple things that, like I mentioned earlier, I hope I've made a difference. I hope I've done something for y'all that one day you look back and go, man, Rittimann taught me this, or Rittimann gave me the incentive to work on this, or he made me realize that like I said, that I made a difference in your life, that I just wasn't somebody that just, I just wasn't a speed bump in your life somewhere, that just, somebody you went through and plowed over and went on, that you can say, man, I really appreciate that he was a part of my life.
Maybe there's a God above, and all I ever learned from love was how to shoot at someone who outdrew you. And it's not a cry you can hear at night, it's not some